back again.
He's
Still
wearing...
not used to that.
Kratos, you made it back.
He's wearing different armor. That's
I
not
thought
good.
Something else to keep things interesting. You're not the only one with weapons from far-off lands, you know.
Oh, no. He's going Mayan on us? Aztec, excuse me? And he's stronger now. What is up, you beautiful people of YouTube? Passing the good vibes from on high. It is your boy, DarkHorse Rye. And hope everyone is having a good day. Hope everyone's enjoying the holidays. We are back with some more of the Valhalla DLC for God of War Ragnarok. Now, this is going to be part number 4 for this DLC. So if you have not seen any of the previous parts, especially part number 3, then you are about to get a spoiler alert for when we do this recap for the last episode. Now, you've been warned, so here we go. Now, in the last time, you already know we had to go back and get our rematch against Tyr in part number 3. And we won and found out, well, I can't really say we found out what was behind the door, but Kratos opened the door and they didn't show us what it was, but it was definitely something that emotionally impacted Kratos because he got reset back to the beginning of the cycle outside of Valhalla, and he said that he could not face whatever he saw inside that room. But Tyr said we eventually will be able to face it, given a little bit more time. And so I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something that probably is going to be impactful for us as well. So yeah, we got some new abilities last time, upgraded a few things before we started the next cycle, but yeah. Oh, and also I forgot about this point. They kind of did a recap of Kratos' story beforehand when it came to starting the next cycle. I don't know what it was for, but they kind of went through his story a little bit more, I guess, to analyze basically his past a little bit more, because again, like they said at the beginning of the series, the focus is to face the past in order to confront the future in a sense, or confront the past in order to face the future. I can't remember how it was worded, but yeah, and Mimir got his first taste of Helios, I can definitely tell you that. But yeah, it's definitely something that's gonna emotionally impact Kratos and probably us as well, based on just his reaction and what we read in the journal, which we'll go through that once we get started with the gameplay again. But yeah, just want to kind of say all that before we get started. With all that being said, get yourself your snacks ready and let's go ahead and get this cycle started, or I guess continue this cycle and see what Tyr has for us inside the throne room. Alright y'all, we are back inside of Valhalla, inside the Alfheim Sanctuary this time. And I forgot to mention this during the intro as well. We also have this new thing called burdens. So for our burden this time, or at least the burden I selected, our special attacks for our weapons, such as like when we charge up the Blades of Chaos or the Leviathan Axe, those attacks are lowered. Well, the damage and stagger potential is lowered, but once we clear 5 encounters with that, our blocks and parries get a buff for the strength and the defense. And they stack on top of each other, and I'm assuming they don't have any sort of limit, which I'm glad for. However, we do have to deal with the onslaught shield, so I'm not really sure if that's going to help a lot, but I'm hoping it does, even unknowingly. And also, we can now get relics from when we start cycles during Valhalla, which is a good thing because we can get all that stuff taken care of and see what we can go in to Valhalla with instead of having to find it after like boss battles in terms of like the relics and whatnot. And as you can see, once again in this episode, we are starting off with the blade. We're going the path of the blade as our intended path, because I think I said this in the last episode, we had like 3 stacks for the Dropnir crests, and we completed the Leviathan Axe, like the path of the axe, the last episode when we beat Tyr. So now I want to kind of round it out and go with the path of the blade. So that's the one we're starting off with in this episode. So yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything at this point, so you already know what time it is. We're gonna go ahead and get started with these doors, and I will bring you guys back in once we see, well, not once we see, but once we kind of get to points where I get my abilities, and when we get to tier, or of course, again, if anything interesting happens. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh my gosh. Only been in here for a little bit, and these light elves are already making me mad when it comes to this mess. I didn't even know there was a whole nother part of the platform right here. I was just been in that little bottom part for the entire time too. Rising Chaos. Drastically increases the power of Rising Chaos. You know, I don't think I used that. I don't think I used that a whole bunch, to be honest with you. The Chaotic Rampage combo, holding R1, continues through evades and sending out bursts of what? The Chaotic Rampage combo, holding R1, continues through evades and sends out a burst of sparks from its finisher. I'm gonna get that just because of the fact of okay, that's what it meant by that. That I was confused. I needed to see it in action. When did I throw my axe? I don't remember throwing my axe. Got some story for us, Mimir?
Dear, why help prepare me to take your old position? Why not fulfill it yourself? You seem capable.
To the mortals of these realms, I am an ancient myth, long out of mind. The days I could hope to unify these realms are long past. But they see you as the hero of Ragnarok. You are known, respected. And from what I have seen, you're the most qualified by far. You need only be ready.
So we're trying to, or I guess Valhalla. Well, I'll say both Valhalla and Tyr are trying to prepare me to take on the position of God of War again. Oh man, so that's what it meant in the journal by I now understand what I am working, what it is I am working. I understand what it is I am building towards. With each choice I make from the beginning, I must prepare myself to face Tyr again and to learn what he is trying to teach me. He's trying to. So is that what it means by acceptance? Is that what they're trying to do? Is it trying to allow me to be able to accept something? Well, accept the position of being God of War? And I do understand what he means by saying that his days of being the God of War are over. Because, I mean, they're kind of right about that. Like, everybody sees him, like he said, as a myth. Kind of like how everybody saw Kratos as a myth. You know, the ghost of Sparta and all that stuff. But now, since... Is this another thing? But now, since it's like Kratos is the most known figure for, you know, saving, I guess you could say saving the world, or at least the Norse realm from Ragnarok, or during Ragnarok, and defeating Odin and all that stuff. It's like he's the best fit, because if Tyr had just showed up when he didn't show up during the battle, it would have been like, okay, yeah, you're just trying to reap in the spoils of what this guy did. You know, something you should have done, but you're just trying to come in at the last second. I understand. So, yeah.
What are you going to saddle yourself with?
So we can have another burden? Oh my gosh. Kratos now takes damage and loses rage when block is broken by yellow ring attacks. Moderate luck when using a relic or runic attack to immediately restore 70% of its cooldown and restore relic charge. Okay. So I'm sacrificing my fleeting echoes to get attack power? You're crazy. I'd rather have this. Because I don't think I lose a whole bunch of... Yeah, I don't think I lose a whole bunch of... I don't think my block gets broken by yellow attacks a lot of the time. So that feels like it's a little bit better for me. But yeah, I'm not going to lose my fleeting echoes every time damage is taken. Because I get damage taken a lot, bro. That means I'll be broke by the end of this. To be honest with you. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll improve vitality. And survival. I could go ahead and get this, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Do I have a stone right now? I do. Okay. What is this? That looks like a question mark. I don't think I've seen this before. It probably is a question mark.
Well, this is an unusual little corner of Valhalla, isn't it? Shall we see what else we can find in here?
Chamber of I'm assuming that said Radamantis. Radamantis. I really didn't pay attention.
Careful. Who knows what's waiting for you in that mist?
So that's why it looked like a question mark. Because it's kind of like random. No. Oh no. Well, actually, no. This might. Ooh, bye-bye. Honestly, I'm not gonna front. I was not trying to do that intentionally until I'm knocking that person down, but it worked. So we gotta find. Well, we don't have to find, but we can find 3 chests. So when it says encounters, does that mean like each fight we do? Oh, that was lucky. But does that mean each fight we do when it comes to this, or does it just mean when we enter rooms? Because, again. Oh, I got 3 Chaos Crests. That's good. Because that's honestly what I was trying to find, in a sense. And let it go. Oh yeah. So would that count as an encounter? I guess is my question. Because it said 3 encounter. It said. Well, no, I guess that encounter is an encounter. I don't know how, but unless we have to open up the chests in order for it to count as an encounter. I don't know. It just says encounters, and I'm not sure what it means by that. So we open those 2. Yeah, I did that one.
Brother, the wee bastard's about to explode!
Honestly, not that bad. But that should honestly have counted as an encounter. The fact that it doesn't is kind of stupid in my opinion. Wait, yeah. Does it count? It doesn't. Okay. So do we have to
choose one chest or the other? Shall we have a look?
Of course, I knew we were only going to be able to do one of these. So I can get fleeting echoes, a perk, or a stat? I think I'm gonna get a perk. Double rolling will hasten the expiration. That's what I need. I need that. I need that. I need that. I thought that remaining rewards locked. That's stupid. Oh man, that's crazy. I ain't gonna say that's stupid, but that's crazy. But I definitely needed that hastening to burn, get rid of burns and whatnot. You gonna finish the story, Mimir? Or what? I guess not. So I guess I'll see you guys at the next point. I absolutely hate dealing with these birds. No matter what, I will always hate dealing with these birds, man. They're the stupidest things to go up against in this game. Well, other than wolvers. I hate dealing with wolvers too. But I think if I had to if I had to deal with either the birds or wolvers, I think I would rather just deal with the wolvers because I hate dealing with the birds. To be honest with you, like a lot. I hate dealing with the birds. Okay, killing enemies, flame whiplash. Causes a burn shockwave and it increases my stuff, but it doesn't necessarily help with it doesn't necessarily help with damage or anything like that. So let's do that. So we're back in.
Right then, time to ascend to the next area. If you're ready.
As they say, I'm not ready right now, but I will be. I need 2 seconds. Let me see what we got going on here. So I didn't
say no to some short-time help.
So I shouldn't need a resurrection stone probably for the battle, but actually no, I don't think I'll need a resurrection stone for the battle. But I am going to get a rage burst and this. Well, I still have enough for that, to be honest. And then activating triggers a realm ooh, that would be good. Activating activating furious immolation while immolation is full. Wait, what is immolation then? What is immolation? Is immolation flame whiplash? What is immolation? It said while immolation is full. Hold up. Let me read that again. It said activating furious immolation while immolation is full. Okay, so immolation. Go back. Activating furious immolation. Immolation. Perform melee attacks without sustaining to power the. So basically just what we regularly do. Because it said while immolation is full. Meaning if that entire bar is full. But we can't activate furious immolation without it being full. Can we? Am I tripping? I don't know. That's confusing me. Oh, but I was going to get that anyway. Boom. That confused me so much, to be honest with you. And I already got all this. That's 300, ain't it? Yeah, I'm just go ahead and get the Blessing of Runing then at that point. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see who the boss is. Oh yeah, this is gonna be alright. I'm not worried at all, because these guys are big and clunky. So it's like they're a little bit easier to deal with.
I know.
And see, that's exactly why I got. That's exactly why I got the thing for letting the dodge knock down my status effects. Uh-oh. Because you never know when you're gonna need it. And I definitely needed it in this situation. And see, he's a fire giant from the, not giant, but a fire troll, so it seems like. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Ah, tomate. I had it. I saw it, and I saw when my blade. Boom, boom, boom. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm afraid to say this right now, but I'm surprised he isn't throwing fire right now, because I know that was one of the abilities that these trolls have, to throw their abilities. Especially these trolls, they'll throw fire. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boom. Ah, tomate. Ah! Stop hopping around, you gigantic bunny rabbit. Yup. Take the L. Yup. You basically just made that hurt more for yourself right there. Viewing goals, the cycle.
You kept your bargain, and so has Valhalla.
Yup. And so, and both my burdens are lifted now. Immediately restore a fair amount of that one. And so now I have 2 more abilities because of that. So what was it? It was, I want to say, no, it wasn't Burning Flames. Wasn't that? What was it? What was it? I can't even remember. I can't even remember what the 2 things I got was, to be honest with you. But I know we got 2 more. Oh, wait, no, they're down here. That's what it is. But yeah, so now we have moderate luck whenever we use a runic attack or relic. Now we have moderate luck for it to immediately be cooled down. And then our blocks and parries now get a buff of strength and defense with each stack. Like, that was worth it, to be honest with you. It might have taken us a bit more, but it was worth it. Applies a mark. Attacking. See, I kind of like my thing right now with the aura of protection, because this right here, the hilt of Skofund. But then again, no, yeah, I'm gonna keep mine right now, because I feel like if I give up, I'm gonna end up in a situation where I'm gonna need it, or where it would have come in handy.
I'm back to brighten your day.
No. He's immediately with us now? Oh my gosh, I don't want this.
I must say, it's genuinely hard to think of anything stupider than pledging your soul to Ares of all people. I mean, any of Zeus's brood are bound to be garbage, present company by no means excluded. But Ares made a real art out of being vicious and depraved. Though, I suppose I can't begrudge you your role model. I see you still use the blades he gave you. Can you really say you regret a decision and still keep benefiting from the trappings of that decision? I'm not sure, I'm just asking. You ever try to do the math on how many people died as a result of your little collaboration? Like contemplating the grains of sand on a beach, isn't it? Just overwhelming, honestly.
It's crazy to me how Helios is reminding me of a little voice that, you know, kind of like tears you down. Because of course, you know, Tyr is trying to help us. Tyr is trying to help us kind of feel better about the decision to become the God of War. And we keep saying, we're not ready, we're not ready, we're not ready. But here, Helios is just his attitude. And especially considering the fact this is all like a figment of Kratos' mind, it seems like Helios is essentially like that little voice of doubt. Like, not doubt, but more so that voice that tears you down every time you try to, every time you try to, not get back, but more so when you try to kind of move away, you know? Like, as you're moving away from how you think about yourself negatively, he seems like that little voice that is just like, yeah, that's like, no, yeah, you're right about the negativity that you say towards yourself, that sort of thing, if that makes sense. What is this?
What is that?
Pick up the object of judgment.
Looks like someone left you a party favor. Oh, and it's a symbolic totem of your shame. That's so thoughtful. Oh, now you've done it. You're being judged. And we all know your past actions wouldn't pass muster with anybody.
Oh boy. Scry me a river. Continue to Greece. And I like how they kept that effect. I like how they kept that effect with the judges, because that's what they did in the original Greece saga. I think they more so like face down and whatnot, like they would look at you whenever you stood on like the judgment stone or tablet, whatever. But I'm glad they still kept that effect where the eyes glow. Alright. Y'all already know the drill. We gotta defeat 3 of the... What is this, Divine Triumph? Golly, it's 1,000 echoes. Makes sense, but at the same time, jeez. But anyway, as I was saying, y'all already know the drill. We gotta go through and beat 3 of the champions, and then we'll come back around. Not back around, but back with some more. We'll come back with the portal and whatnot. So yeah, we'll not come back. I'll show you guys, of course, the abilities and whatnot again, but you know what I mean. We got to get through the 3 champions first. I want to look at this first to see if it's still going to count encounters. Reduces stun damage, but okay, decreases the healing from health stones, but what? Shield strikes against that, consume the element, cause it. Yeah, no, none of this is worth it. Neither one of these is worth it. Especially not now, since we're in the middle of this. Wait, what's the stun damage one? Let me look at that again. Increases burn status inflicted by 15%. Increases immolation gate. This one might be, because stun damage is a thing, but at the same time, stun damage is a thing, but we can kind of work around that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We can kind of work around reduced stun damage, but we can't work around that other one. Unlock the path forward. Oh, it's confining us to a path this time. Oh no, that's not good. This is different. No. I remember them from the things too. I thought it was just vocals, but no, this was actually an enemy in the...
Siren, cover my ears! Kratos!
This was actually an enemy in the last thing. No. No. No, no, no. Please tell me there's a choice. Please tell me there's a choice. I do not want to fight a siren right now. And the fact that it's red, that's not a good sign. At all. Let me see if another path is open. No, we have to fight her. No, I don't want to do this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh wait, well no, she's probably up. Honestly, I got lucky right there because I saw that attack just now. Golly!
Break the tether, quickly!
Yup. That is doing jack diddly right now, bro. Ah! Oh man, the gung-ho approach is not working. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. Come on now. No. Oh no. Oh no. That means it's probably... Well, might as well say goodbye to my resurrection stone. Throw it back. Oh my gosh.
You straight.
Okay, that did a lot of damage on her. Oh gosh.
Ruthless as ever, Kratos.
Crap!
Oh, not the song attack!
Yeah, please no. Stay back, siren! Come on. Do it! Nope. I'm not even gonna front. I'm surprised I survived that. I'm not even gonna front. That took every bit of my strength, and like strategic mind in order to get that. Jeez, I freaked out just now. The Finger of Ruin. What did that say? Oh, I don't think I've seen that one before. Runic and relic attacks stack a buff, increasing Kratos' melee and a ranged damage by 15 with each stack. I think I have a better chance with this, to be honest with you. And we have to... Time extension. Additional time will be rewarded upon completion of a rift encounter. That's new. I'm not complaining about it. I will definitely take that, but that's new. Stop all that. Stop all that. Stop all that. Come here. Okay. Launching an enemy has a high chance of increasing that. After returning from rage, grant a brief buff. After returning from rage, grant a brief buff to strength, defense. Okay. You know what? It's better to have the buff. Even though I feel like it's not gonna really help too much, but still. I'm gonna try it anyway.
Ah, one less monkey on your back.
Increase the damage that blades burn status. Wait. Increase the damage that the blades burn status inflicted. Low luck chance to create an elemental storm will interrupt the double. That one. Because that one actually really did help me out a lot last time. If I remember correctly. This doggone thing right here. I feel like I would be fine if it weren't for the fact of dealing with the sirens now. Like, the sirens are probably going to be the most annoying thing at this point. So this would be 250, 500, and then 1,000. So altogether, that would be, honestly, that's good. We got 1 Divine Triumph. One of these. Create a shockwave. Distort space and time. I only get 2 of these. Terminal mirrors. Honestly, this might help us out a little bit more than what we already had. And then this one right here. Repulse realm field. Low luck chance to trigger a realm shift, temporarily slowing down surrounding enemies when parrying. Increase immunity duration while evading. Wait, increase immunity duration while evading, and last second evades fire a volley of Bifrost. Ooh. Dang, both of these are good. Because that says when parrying. And I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of immunity. I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of last second evades. So I feel like this is gonna be better for me. And then look, we got all our stuff back up. Look at that. Our health is back up. Wait a minute. What about when we get... Yeah, that's not gonna help. That kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. And we don't need to do that. Hilt of Hope food. Yeah, that's not really gonna help. Wait a minute. Oh, I can just upgrade this too. I was trying to see if we could get another, but I'm not sure if we get it when we go to different rooms and whatnot, but either way. Let's go.
Oh, I'm back again.
He's
Still
wearing...
not used to that.
Kratos, you made it back.
He's wearing different armor. That's
I
not good.
Something else to keep things interesting. You're not the only one with weapons from far off lands, you know.
Oh, no. He's going Mayan on us? Aztec, excuse me? And he's stronger now.
Still unpleasant.
Oh, so we gotta watch what side they're coming on now. But it's alright. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright.
Don't get distracted.
Oh no! Woo! That was lucky. I'm not even gonna front.
Blood for blood. Ruiga.
Wait, what did he say?
Press it.
Crap. So I gotta pay attention to that. And we don't get our health stone back. So we just gotta be careful.
I lost focus that time.
I'm not even gonna front. That was pure luck.
Defend yourself.
There we go. There we go. And this is when he's gonna, boom, jump up there.
Those who have fallen, carry me.
Oh, brother, you have to stop them before they reach here.
Why did you do it, Kratos?
What?
Why did you pledge yourself to Ares?
I was ambitious. Proud. I could not accept defeat. I crave power.
Is that all? Are you sure? Nothing more to that story? Nothing else under the surface?
Oh, nah, they're healing him? Nah, you're crazy. Realm shift. Crap. Get your hands off me, Tyr.
I may have overreached with that one.
Still unpleasant.
Blood for blood.
Oh no.
Look out! Blood on!
Oh!
Don't get distracted.
He's gonna pull me in.
You'll learn.
Get your hands off me, Tyr. Hit him with it again. Hit him with it again. Hit him with it again. So we don't necessarily have to wait for it to be within the cracks. We just gotta be out of the range for this. Come on. Tyr. Hit him with it again. Boom. No. You want to heal? I can do that too. Nope.
There it is. That's it.
There we go. Get him again, get him again, get him again, get him again. We still got one more. Oh, crap. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Game time.
Nope. Realm shift. Oh, yes. First time? Come on, my boy. Get your tail to the middle of the ring.
I yield, Kratos.
Dang, your boy getting good. That was the first time.
I believe you found an understanding within yourself. Shall we see?
Fools. It's not only memories.
Indeed. For what is a memory apart from our perspective on it? You know the evils that came of your path. You know the evils within yourself. Yes, these you dwell on. But it's not that simple, is it?
The Horde is vast, brother. What would have happened if you didn't stop it?
Our lands would have been overrun. Our people killed, violated.
People your army was sworn to protect. An army led by you. Did you not feel a duty to fulfill your purpose? Did you not fear for the safety of your homeland? You saved them.
You would excuse my actions.
Excusing them is not the exercise, Kratos. Only accepting them. Accepting that you acted based on what you knew then, not on what was to come. Your motivation and their consequences are far more complicated than you let yourself believe. I think perhaps you have more to process.
Yes. I have much to think about. I will return.
And I will be waiting.
I think I kind of understand their thinking behind, or the logic behind it. Guiding light armor. The work part 1 acceptance. Axe blades and spear 3. I think I kind of understand their logic behind what they're saying and doing. Okay, so I mean, he's right. He's like his actions, like what he did in terms of like.
Fights not only to survive, but to grow with every encounter.
Maybe I should wait until I kind of figure out what I'm gonna do to kind of talk about this.
Suppose that was beneficial enough to do another.
Let me see. Guiding light armor. Let me see this. That's basically what Tyr was wearing to begin with. Guiding light. I kind of like the way they look, but I have to match it up. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, those kind of go with the bracers a bit more, to be honest with you. Leviathan X. That's the regular. That's that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Cause to me this looks kinda good. The blades. Dang, I wish they had the old look in a sense. Like, I'm talking about like original God of War look. I mean, that basically is their original look when you really think about it. I'm definitely doing that. But wait a minute, did it say something about shield? Oh, I didn't even think about this. I didn't even think about the Rons. I'm doing this. The Ron of Sparta. Gotta rep the homeland, bro. But, jeez. Are we gonna have more story?
The only true opponent in Valhalla is yourself.
Dang, I feel like I want to go through another cycle right now, but...
Who wouldn't want to buy a slightly more hospitable environment?
Dang. I feel like I want to go through another cycle, but it's like... I don't know if that's going to be the right choice. I don't know if it's going to be the right choice. Increase the number of reroll tokens you start with each attempt. Start each attempt with. So wait. So we can get reroll tokens now. That's interesting. A low chance offerings burdens. A low chance for burdens to offer 3 choices instead of 2. Dang. Wait a minute. There was something that needed me to have 4 divine triumphs. I don't think it was this one. I think it was this one. It was 4 divine triumphs for something over here, but I can't remember what it is. This one. The starting resurrection stone. This one right here. So I can start with 2 of these instead of 3, instead of just 1. I love that for me. I'm glad I thought about that before I decided to do anything else. Because otherwise I would have just forgotten. But because I use that, I don't really have anything else. I don't really have anything for anything else. Well, at least not on that side. I do have 1 more divine triumph, and I think I only needed 1 for some of this stuff. Yeah, spirit seals. Broad chance for obtaining spirit seals from breakable pots. Yeah.
That'll be worth it.
In the long run, yeah, it will. Can I get anything else? Not really. It's not looking like it. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if there's anything new up here, and then we'll start
We're all impressed by your progress, Jim.
the cycle.
We've never seen anyone engage Valhalla quite the way you have.
Sigrid, I wanted to tell you, Valhalla keeps sweeping me away to my own adventure in memory.
I wondered if it would. That's wonderful. What is it showing you?
Some particular events of my wayward youth. But they're in a loop of sorts. Not sure I've quite gleaned what it all amounts to.
Then you must do what you do in Valhalla. Keep going.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's see what we could be. Dauntless shield. Okay, so a shield for high. Again, not really my thing. This is more for parries, but I do want those mastery seals. Hilt of Graham, burst of rage. Yeah. What is this? Create a shockwave, deals high stun to surrounding enemies. Increase spirit seals gained on this attempt. So we're gonna do that. And then what's this? Wrath. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. You know what? I think I'm gonna try for one more cycle. Just because I don't know how much more of this we're gonna have to do in terms of this DLC, and I don't want to take up too much time with it. So, of course, I'm gonna go ahead, keep going. The work part 2, vigilance. I'm gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna keep on going. And if anything, of course, interesting happens, then you already know I'll bring you guys back in. Or well, besides the abilities, I think I'll bring you guys back in. What's the word I'm looking for right now? I think I'm gonna bring. Other than the abilities, if something interesting happens, I'll bring you guys back in. And otherwise.
Since we keep going back in, I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail, I feel progress, clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
I feel like it's still just. Oh my gosh. So we've already done all of these. Drastically increases the power of Frost and Leviathan's Fury skills. Got a Rampage. I just did this one, so I think I'm going to do Path of the Axe this time. Because again, I've already done Path of the Spear like 2-3 times already. So I'm going to do Path of the Axe this time. Because I don't want to use the spear as like a crutch. You know? Leviathan's Roar. Is that the one? Oh, no, that's the one that... Oh, that's that. Nord's Tempest. What's this? You know what? We're going to go with that. Because, again, I haven't used that one yet. Resolute Charge. Sprinting gives a short buff. Increase the rate at which rage... This one. Like... Sometimes I know sometimes I know what's going to help me a lot more. What is that? Is that a shield? That is a shield. Or a breastplate or something like that.
An infamous act. One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so literally.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
That's why I was talking about earlier when I said where Tyr is trying to kind of like help Kratos process through this stuff, Helios is like that kind of perpetual part that's like, you're still no better than how you were when you left Greece, essentially. You know, you're still the same person since you left Greece.
Kratos, I'm curious. Your decision to behead Helios, was it fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I did know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result?
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
I forgot all about that. That was for one of the like the PSP games. I want to say Ghost of Sparta, if I remember correctly. But oh my gosh, I do
Which
remember
burden
that.
is worth the reward, do you think?
Diminished rage. Decrease the rate at which rage is gained. Shards of the Valkyrie. Hold L1 for several seconds to charge the shield. Then press L1 and L3 to fire a volley of Valkyrie shards. Oh my gosh. So we can do this again. Permafrost Lifesteal. When Permafrost skill is fully charged, axe hits, but incoming damage is increased as well. Dagnabbit, I kind of want to do both of these. Because this one, I know I was using this during the story mode. Like the main story mode. But at the same time, this Shards of the Valkyries thing, it seems like a thing that would help me. Especially with me using this shield right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. Anyway, hold on one second. Let me see how many episodes of the work we have. Like, let me see how many of the goals. Let me see how many times we got to do this. Because I don't know. We've already done part 1. We're in the middle of part 2 right now. If it's only like 3 attempts, I think I might just save the 3rd attempt for next time, you know? I might save 2 and 3 for like maybe the last 2 episodes and whatnot. So yeah, give me a second and I'll let you guys know like how many attempts we have at this. Alright y'all, so after doing a little bit of further research, it seems like, well, from what I just did over like a quick read over a website, the Valhalla DLC is essentially made up of 6 chapters. And so with that being said, we are currently in chapter number 5 because the work part 1 was 1. This one, the work part 2, Vigilance, is, you know, wait a minute, did I count that right? No, yeah, the work part 1 was part number 4. I mean, not part number, but the 4th chapter. The chapter we're in, the work part 2, is basically chapter number 5, and then the next chapter is called Benevolence. I did see that. I'm sorry if that may have been a spoiler for what it was called. But yeah, the next chapter is supposedly going to be the last chapter. So I feel like, with all that being said, I feel like we should go ahead, cut the video right here. That way it won't be too long in terms of what I have to cut and what you guys have to see. It'll be a lot shorter than the last videos because I know every video before this one has probably been like over an hour. So this may be like just under an hour, but I don't really know. I won't know until I get, you know, down to editing it. But it won't be as long as like probably the previous parts and whatnot. So yeah, with all that being said, I think I'm going to cut it right here. That way we can kind of start fresh. And then it'll kind of be like even in terms of like attempts and whatnot. So like this one, I only had to go through tier 1 time. If next time I have to go through tier, say like 2 times, or 3 times or whatever to get through with him, you know, just depending on like RNG and stuff like that, in terms of like how I go about, you know, kind of going up against tier and whatnot, then it gives me like extra time instead of if I struggle this part, then I'm taking up more time for this episode. So yeah, it's better to just start fresh on the next episode and then we'll go from there. So yeah, that is where we are going to cut this part of God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, part number 4, if I'm correct. Going back to what I was trying to say when we were at like the little tablets and whatnot, Tyr was not saying that what Kratos did was right. By no means was he agreeing with saying like, oh yeah, what you did was the right thing to do and blah 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 blah. They were saying like, you know, what you did was wrong. The deal with Ares, wrong. You taking out, causing all that destruction, wrong. All of that was wrong. The countless lives that you ruined, wrong. But it was the place he came from when he did all that stuff, which was, I guess not wrong, I guess is a better way of saying it. And when I say the place he came from, I mean like referring to when he went up against the barbarians and whatnot. So they're saying like Kratos didn't make that deal with Ares just because of the fact of, oh, I want this power and this is that. He didn't do it out of a place of pride, you know. Well, I guess not pride, not pride, but you know what I mean. He didn't do it out of a place of being power hungry or stuff like that, kind of like how a lot of the characters you meet and beat in these games are. He did it out of a place of, he had a family, they were outnumbered by all the barbarians, so he made that deal with Ares, probably knowing how much destruction it was going to cause, but he made that deal with Ares in order to protect his homeland, his family, and just like the people he cared about, you know, and to stick to his oath of protecting his people, you know. I mean, technically he went back on that oath by, you know, by destroying the actual Greek gods and whatnot, because it basically took that out. But at the time that he made that deal with Ares, it was to protect his homeland. And so whether before, like everything before that was probably, you know, like noble, not the Ares thing. I'm talking about everything before he caused the destruction of Greece and the people he loved and cared about, and everybody after that was bad. But in the initial moment of him making that deal with Ares in order to protect his homeland, that was the noble part of it. And I think that's what Tyr's trying to say, like, accept that what you did was wrong, but know that when you initially made that deal, it was not out of a place of power and arrogance. It was a place of protection and trying to make sure that your people were safe, the people you cared about were safe, and trying to stick to your oath. That part of it was noble. That's what I was trying to say earlier, but I didn't want to start another cycle and then, you know, be holding up time and then go through like a whole nother hour of a cycle. So that's why I was saying I was gonna just hold up and wait till the end. But I understand what it means, like why he is trying to tell him this stuff, you know. And I see what they mean by he's trying to get him to step into the role of God of War. You know, well, the new God of War for the Norse realm, since he saved everybody from Odin and Ragnarok and whatnot. Because it's like Kratos doesn't see himself as a proper candidate because all of the stuff he's done. But Tyr's trying to show him, look, yeah, you did all that stuff, but look at how far you've come from being that raging monster. Like, you've calmed down. You're not just doing all this stuff out of basically selfishness. You're being selfless in a lot of ways. And that type of selflessness is so opposite of like Odin, even though they haven't brought up Odin. It's so opposite of Odin, who was doing a lot of his stuff out of being selfish and trying to just get knowledge for himself instead of like protecting the people that he cared about. Heck, man took out Thor, trying to be so selfish with that mess. But yeah, he's just trying to show him to essentially, like I said, accept that what he did was wrong and just kind of move past from it. And you know, I can understand that, because as a person, you really have to kind of see yourself in a different light. A lot of us, including myself, will do like certain things in life and we'll see it and we'll just kind of hold on to that. Like, it's a weird thing to really talk about and kind of see for yourself in a different form, such as like different form of media like this, but it's always like eye-opening to see that as well. Granted, I've never done the stuff that Kratos has done in terms of like in the case of Helios ripped a person's head off. I've never done nothing like that, but still, it's like when you feel like you should be one way and then you see this opportunity, this great opportunity in a sense, to kind of expand upon, but you don't think you're a good candidate, stuff like this happens, you know, the self-doubt and all that stuff, you know. I'm pretty sure I'm just yapping right now, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of give my pointers on that. Tyr is trying to show Kratos that he's not just a monster anymore, and even though that's what Kratos just sees himself as, and I like that, you know. And it takes a big man, no pun intended, like Tyr, to really like step down for the position of being the God of War, because he could have full on just came back and took that position back, but he said, no, I think you're going to be a better choice. So it takes a big man to actually like pass on that responsibility like Tyr. So yeah, I'm appreciative for that and whatnot. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like I said, I'm just yapping. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you did, you already know what to do. Leave a like, leave a comment, and leave. Not leave. I don't know why I said leave. Because I'm still stuck in that mindset. But drop a subscribe for this channel. Honestly, to see the end of my playthrough of Valhalla. Because honestly, I'm not even gonna front. I'm surprised I beat Tyr on my first try with this cycle. Considering the fact that I came so close to getting to Tyr, I'm surprised I beat him. Especially the fact that he pulled out a new weapon also. I just had a very good build. That's all that is. That build carried me so much. So, yeah. But yeah, just subscribe to see the end of my run with Valhalla. And kind of, I guess, see whatever other messages I get from this and whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for this run of God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, part number 4. Like I said, y'all, stay blessed, stay breezy, continue to be cheesy with your goofball selves, continue to take it easy, and I will see you beautiful people in the next episode of this game. I love you guys. Love yourselves. Love the people around you. Peace.